part 2 of my chassis work, converting a reverse in boiler to a smoke gear. So we've cut the hole, you see that. I had to elongate it a little bit. I've redesigned this bracket about 6 times. We're getting closer and closer now. This bracket needs a little tune, but we're close. I have a new gear, double bearing, ball bearing on the gear. Nice smooth rotation. I've done a lot of work on the chassis itself. As I got it from the machinist, it was fairly crude. So I've been polishing and balancing and aligning as best as I could. It seems I do have a bent axle, so I'm not going to get very far with this unless I can find a new axle somewhere. And even then, I think the bushings are out of alignment. So I'll probably have to just strip it and start from scratch another day. But right now, what I'm testing is this bracket and this gear and the alignment of those components so that I can machine this one myself, put these parts on it, and this axle is straight. So we will have a smoother operation. All the other ones are fairly well preserved units, so I should have 4 or 5 of these folks, and eventually an American Flyer pre-war O-gauge also machined this way. And then we have our adapter for smoke, you saw that, and then our smoke system, and then all the sensors coming off of that gear for the triggering of the puff and shove. That should work, huh? Yeah, it's pretty smooth. I gotta pull the load. Okay, I gotta build something I don't want to build, but I got the order. I have to build O-gauge rolling roads with power pickup. I don't have it. Someone sold it. It comes to me, says I sold this. I go, thank you. Now I have to build it. Design it, test it, build it, ship it. You know, I really don't like doing that. Doing things that way. I like to work on what I want to work on when I want to work on it, not because, but, you know, got to pay the rent, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I got some new armatures from the service. I'm a little worried about the armature quality. I ohmed them out and they were low. So I found another one that I had that was better shape, and this thing's running fine now. But you know, it's hard to find good old used parts that are still good. So maybe I should give up on that idea and just get some dead ones that I can then rewire if I need to. Oh, I may have to learn how to do that. Oh God, not looking forward to that process. Meanwhile, here you see the level 1 reverse, digital reverse with a power distribution board. This is available. We have parts for this. If you want digital reverse and then a companion DC field, we can work a deal. We have them here. We have about 5 sets we can sell, and got more stuff coming in all the time. I'm going to a black axle spacer for non-powered, red axle spacer for powered. These are the motor control units that came in, and boy, we're going. Oh, and we have this adapter plate for either the plastic tender body or the steel sheet metal tender body. We have this adapter for both. These parts bolt on. This fits all the engines. It's medium. We have the thin man and the fat man. I prefer the medium. I think that gives you a good torque without too much fighting with the armature. You don't want to overheat it. And this guy was running the other day fairly smooth. I'm just not sure if that's the right thing to do, the double wide. I mean, it looks great, you know, it looks like a 427 or something, but I'm just not sure that's the way to go. That long armature, you can't get them. You'd have to have them made. And it's a lot of work. So maybe I'll just have the one and that's it. I don't know. Okay, gang. I'm going back to work later. Thought you'd like to see that little update since Chris was so delicate with his feedback the other day. I wanted him to see first time it ever ran. Now this is the second time it ever ran. It's a little different. Good. Told you. Hang in there, buddy. Don't give up on me. All right. Later, gang.